listen to me. I'm gonna ask the UFC management to give me a world title shot. Please, 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 please. I want the belt so bad. Give it to me.
Let's go. Big John McCarthy gets us started. Matt has greatly improved his striking skills.
I knew that he was going to try to make me believe that he wanted to stand up, and as soon as he would have a chance, he would try to put me down.
There's the attempt to take down by Matt. Nice double underhooks. Matt trying. GSP doing a great job of scrambling out of that takedown.
That's why I had a little edge on him. You know, I was able to know his strategy.
Oh, head kick. Saint-Pierre, he's hurt.
George Saint-Pierre is the new welterweight champion.
I never had such feeling in my life, and for me, it's a huge accomplishment. Even right now, I don't even realize it. It's too good to be true.
I'm not getting caught up in the hype. I'm not getting caught up in what he did to Matt Hughes. It's not, you start thinking like that, oh, look what he did to him. I don't care, we're good. He's not gonna do that to me.
Oh, the right connect. Trying to finish. Powerful. And brings his opponent very explosive.
I've been the underdog before. It's okay if a lot of people don't believe in me because I'm the guy in the cage and I believe in myself and I believe in my skills.
He's a lot better than he used to be, and I'm gonna have to take him very seriously.
Every round that goes by, every minute that passes, when I shouldn't have lasted that long, I shouldn't be in there in his face fighting, you know, that's when he's gonna realize he's in for a fight and everybody's gonna realize this ain't no joke.
He's better than I am in submission, so I'm gonna have to use the right strategy and the right tactic against him, otherwise it's gonna be a bad night for me.
You don't gotta be the better striker to outstrike somebody in MMA, you know? He's thinking one thing and I'm doing the other, the fight could be over.
I'm gonna let my punches go, even if I like the guy. I mean, it's business.
He's gonna know he's in a fight. I've taken some of the best fighters that ever went in the octagon, bell to bell, and I got the experience to pull stuff off.
Matt Serra is fighting for the World UFC welterweight title. He's gonna put everything he's got, because for him, it's the chance of his life.
I've been in the game a while. Since 2001, I've been fighting for the UFC. It'll be good to get that recognition, you know? To have that belt. I mean, it's gonna sound cliche, but it will be a dream come true.
The architect, the architect, the architect, the architect, the architect, the architect. Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? And you really want me to win like that. And you really want me to win like that. And you really want me to win like that. Put your head down, scared to look. And you really want me to win like that. And you really want me to win like that. And you really want me to win like that. Put your head down, scared to look. Like this.
Put his extreme talent aside, as a man and as a gentleman, Randy, how do you not love Matt Serra?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he showed the true integrity and warrior spirit of a mixed martial artist during the fourth season of The Ultimate Fighter. He was awesome on that show. The work ethic, the dedication, how he treated his teammates. I mean, he couldn't be around a better guy.
He's a great, great guy. I've hung out with him. I've trained at his school. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life. Down to earth, humble, honest. Fantastic jiu-jitsu fighter. Jiu-jitsu world champion, Pan Am gold medalist. He's phenomenal on the ground. The whole thing is, can he get this fight to the ground? And even if he can, George Saint-Pierre is no slouch, and he's so explosive. The fact that George Saint-Pierre was able to dominate Frank Trigg like that, the fact that he was able to dominate Matt Hughes like that, I mean, that's got a way in Matt Serra's mind.
If Matt Hughes couldn't get George Saint-Pierre to the ground, Randy, why do we believe Matt Serra can?
Well, the one thing that I've seen from Matt Serra time and time again is if he can get to the clinch position, which I think he can probably fight his way in there, he's got a beautiful inside trip. He gets everybody with it. In training, he's got it in just about every single fight he's been in. I would not be surprised to see him inside trip George Saint-Pierre.
We will soon find out. Matt Serra has been telling us the last few days, get ready for me to shock the world.
Toujours vif, comme au premier jour de cours. Le tout partout, les mecs de ma gueule, pas des jours, des téléphone d'amour. Tous les jours de la voix, faut pas la coca, mais les couleurs noires, les lumières de la voix. Des illuminations traînées, à évoluer dans ce humain, les mots, les temps sur les colliers, les
Saint-Pierre. You won't hear any trash talking. You won't see any forward thinking. You won't hear disrespect or disregard for an opponent, although I know he said that Matt Hughes ticked him off and that he didn't believe that he was a superhero to him anymore, but he never put him down. He never discredited his skills. He is a first-class competitor who may, because this game is crazy, but may truly have the talents and the ability, Joe, to rule the welterweight division for a long, long time.
Well, he certainly has the athleticism. He's a very, very gifted athlete. He's very disciplined. As Randy alluded to earlier, he just trains with the best people that he can train with. He's constantly down at Greg Jackson's camp. He's constantly up there in Canada with great wrestlers, working out with David Milazzo, working out with everybody else up there. I mean, he's just, the sky's the limit for this kid. He's only 25 years old.
He may not have put him down with his mouth, but he put him down with his left shin. He let his leg do the talking. And that's the kind of guy he is. He's all action. He's going to go in the ring and just put it on the line every single time.
And an interesting thought process, a quote that I found dynamic from George Saint-Pierre coming into this, his first title defense, Randy. He said, in my mind, I'm not the champion. I just see this as another opportunity to be the champ.
It's an interesting perspective. I think that's a way for George mentally to keep the pressure off of himself. Everybody's looking at him. He's got the target on his back, walking around with that belt. And this is a way for him to go out there and put it in the right frame of mind so he can just compete and do what he does.
Randy, let me ask you this real quick. You've been in positions where people have underestimated you. Chuck Liddell in their first fight, perhaps Tim Sylvia in your fight with him. Do you think that George Saint-Pierre is in danger of underestimating Matt Serra?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think George is going to underestimate him at all. He saw how well he worked in that season of The Ultimate Fighter. I think he was as impressed as anybody is with Matt Serra's character and work ethic. I don't think he'll underestimate him at all. He's not that kind of guy.
And guys, as we know, he saw it because he was there. He was one of the trainers. He was there every day, Randy. You were there every day. How much interaction was there between GSP and Matt Serra?
There was a lot of interaction, and I think that's one of the things that makes this fight pretty interesting is they spent some time together. They shared technique. They shared philosophy. They have a very strong mutual respect for each other, and that's what makes this interesting.
And he's such a big 172. That's the other thing about George. I mean, Matt Serra is 5'6". I mean, Saint-Pierre is a big, giant 5'10". I mean, he's broad, and it looks like when you stand next to him that he weighs about 195 pounds. It's kind of amazing that he can make 170.
Our tale of the tape for this, the main event of the evening, is brought to you by Zenergy, the ultra premium energy drink powered by Zions. The champion, the French Canadian, is 25 years old. He is 7 years younger than the challenger, Matt "The Terra" Serra. Serra is only 5'6", and the reach advantage is dynamic and dominant for George Rush Saint-Pierre, and a 6-inch difference between the challenger, Matt Serra. For the official introductions of this title fight, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this UFC championship bout is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, with Executive Director William Coons and also Dick Cole, Administrator. Our judges at Octagon side are Jeff Mullen, Doc Hamilton, and Doug Crosby. And our referee in charge of the Octagon is Big John McCarthy. This championship bout is sponsored by Zenergy, the ultra premium energy drink powered by Zions, and Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Toyo Tires, driven to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Two UFC warriors have now entered the world's ultimate proving ground for fighters, the Octagon, where tonight only one will leave the champion. And now, live from the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas, it's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter who holds a professional record of 15 wins with 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 169 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of East Meadow, New York, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Matt the Terror Serra! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter who holds a professional record of 13 wins with 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 169 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush Saint-Pierre.
All right, gentlemen, for the UFC Welterweight Championship. Do I have any questions from the challenger? Do I have any questions from the champion? I want you to fight clean, fight hard, fight fair, touch gloves. Back to your corners. George Rush Saint-Pierre, Matt the Terra Serra. Welterweight Championship is on the line. Our referee, Big John McCarthy.
All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Let's get it on. Come on.
Will tonight be the defining moment of Matt Serra's career?
Matt Serra does have some really improved striking. Look to the fight with Karo Parisyan, for example. He knocked Karo Parisyan down and hurt him real bad with the right hand.
He hits hard, Randy. If Matt connects, he hits very hard. He has very heavy hands.
Very compact body and style, and he commits. I mean, when he goes hard.
He's got to get inside of Saint-Pierre. Be careful of the kicks, the explosiveness.
I'm really curious to see what his game plan is coming into this fight, what his strategy is.
I agree 100%.
If you had a guess, Randy, what do you think it would be?
For Matt, again, I think he cannot stand outside here. George has 6 inches of reach. He's a very dynamic striker with his feet and his hands. He use that long jab and keep Matt out at bay all day long and hit him, pick him apart. He's got to fight his way into the clinch, use the fence, trap him, and find a way to trip him, knock him down, and put him on the ground.
And be willing to perhaps eat 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the way inside.
Definitely got to risk it. He's got to step into that range of exchanges to make that transition.
He's going to eat those on the outside as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's going to eat them all night if he doesn't get past that range.
Well, and to a certain degree, though, when you look at the size difference, Randy, this fight is not that much unlike you against Tim Sylvia, and the fact that you had to get underneath, avoid the bigger, taller opponent, and the more documented striker, if you will, get inside and impose your will on it.
Very similar, very similar. And looking, Matt now, he seems to be changing levels and throwing nice body shots. Nice big right hand, right hook to the body.
Well, Ray Longo, who trains him in his striking, is one of the best in the business, so Serra is prepared, Serra is determined, and man, all he was doing was smiling the last few days. Good leg kick.
Nice leg kick.
Saying, I am ready, buddy. And he waited a little extra time, too, since the show because of Saint-Pierre's injury. This fight was to occur a couple of months ago.
Again with the body shot. And we saw Ray Longo talking to Pete Sell in his fight saying, look, the head moves away, the body's there. Throw it to the body. And we see Matt Serra going to the body over and over again here.
At one of our fights on the undercard earlier tonight.
Nice right hand by Matt Serra. He seems perfectly comfortable in the exchanges here. Doesn't seem nervous at all. He's not rushing it. He's picking his shots. He's doing a great job.
And like he said, with every minute that goes by, his confidence escalates.
And one thing that was interesting in breaking down this fight is Matt Serra, guys, is a lot harder to hit than you think. He's got good avoidance. He's got good head movement. He's got good body movement. Comes in at good angles. Saint-Pierre can end it with one big strike from anywhere, though. If you don't believe that, ask Matt Hughes. Future Hall of Famer, overwhelmed by George Rush Saint-Pierre at UFC 65. Serra.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at those two fights,
That's a slip.
is doing a better. Oh,
Yeah.
Serra caught him with the right hand.
He caught
he
him.
hurt him again. He hurt him again.
He got him again. Saint-Pierre is buckled. Serra is going for the finish.
Unbelievable.
Serra buckles Saint-Pierre. Saint-Pierre down again. Serra is trying to upset Saint-Pierre.
Good Lord. He's hurt him 3 times in the last 60 seconds.
It is over.
Unbelievable.
Serra is the new welterweight champion of the world.
That was incredible.
He threw a right hook and hit George in the back of the head as George changed levels. Staggered him. He followed it up with another left.
Wow.
Once he had him hurt, he stayed on him.
You know, we talked about his punching power before. That is incredible. Unbelievable.
Woo!
Matt Hughes, I love it.
He looked so comfortable, confident, composed. He wasn't rushed. He didn't seem concerned at all.
Wow. Joe, was that when George went down the first time, was that a slip or had he been clipped?
No,
you
he
think?
got hit. You know,
he was
Matt
wobbled.
Serra's got heavy hands.
We
Let's
talked
take a
about
look
it.
at him.
Let's see how it all started. Matt Serra has shocked the world.
Unbelievable. This sport is so crazy. You just never know what's going to happen.
It's impossible to predict.
There's so many variables. Let's take a look at it again.
Right hand right in the back of the head.
It looked like that was a little bit more off balance than anything. But no,
See,
he
that's
looks
where I
hurt.
thought, that's where I
Hit him in the
thought
back
the
of the
slip was.
head.
Yep. When he hit him in the back of the head, you think, guys?
I think Matt is so strong that a punch like that just clip in the back. And that one really hurt him
Really
badly.
wobbled him. No legs at all on George right here.
And Matt continued to come forward.
And stayed calm, too. Here's the end of the fight. Mount and just dropping bombs. Wow.
Speechless.
Unbelievable.
Bruce Buffer. Look at Dana.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes 25 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO. And now, the new UFC welterweight champion of the world, Matt the Terror Serra.
Let the man have his defining moment. Joe.
I'm really hungry, man. I was wondering if you and Dana had some humble pie in the back.
Oh, we got about a ton of it. You said before this fight you were gonna shock the world. Matt Serra, UFC welterweight champion of the world. Brother, how does that sound?
You know, man, Ray Longo,
he's a very patient teacher. You know, I came into this game in 2001, having the floor on Enzo Gracie, my jiu-jitsu. Took me a little bit to get the stand-up down, but Ray threw me in the fryer, and he really worked me. So Ray Longo, get over here, Ray. He's such a great help. You know this guy, look at him.
Ray, how proud are you of Matt right now?
I couldn't be proud of a guy. All I wanted to do was believe in himself and just fight the way he spars. He fought better than he spars. It was unbelievable. He's got great power in both hands. He showed it. He had the heart. He had the desire. That's why he's the champion.
Matt, you said you were going to shock the world. Look at the Mickey's replay and talk us through what you just accomplished.
Well, you know what? I knew he was hurt, and George is so dangerous. I mean, George is the future of the sport by far. This fight definitely was so, it could have went either way. I mean, there was a reason why I was the underdog, maybe possibly the greatest upset in UFC history. I'm not saying it, I'm just saying.
It's right up there, it's right up there.
But the last time I got someone hurt was Caro, and I pounced on him, but Ray told me if you get him hurt, back up, like Luke did this earlier, and look to land some stuff and finish them off when they're getting their composure, you know, before they get their composure. Don't just jump on them and lose position. And I listened to Ray, and it worked out great, bro.
Matt, very few people bet on you in this fight. Very few people were picking you to be the winner. You win. You get the victory. You get the sweet, sweet smell of success, the great feeling of being a champion. Congratulations and enjoy it.
I said when I went down to Ultimate Fighter House that I was bringing us back to Long Island, New York. I wasn't lying. Everybody in Long Island, my fiance Ann, I love you, baby.
The new UFC welterweight champion of the world, Matt the Terra Serra.
Unbelievable. How about that?
Wow, the former welterweight champion, and now I guess the former welterweight champion, George Rush Saint-Pierre with Joe.
George, I'm sure you're obviously disappointed. Please give us your thoughts on the fight.
Well, I trained really hard for this. Tonight I get beat by a better fighter than myself. I made a mistake. I got caught with a left hook. And I have no excuse. I was in great shape. My training was very good. And congratulations to Matt Serra. You know, I raised my hand to him. I'm a very proud athlete. Of course, I would like to have a rematch. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's the man. He beat me fair and square. And I'm very sad right now, but I'm going to have to come back, you know, stronger next time.
Well, you know, you are always gracious in victory. You're gracious in defeat. We are sure, like every great champion, you will learn from your mistakes and come back even better. And I look forward to seeing that. George Saint-Pierre, ladies and gentlemen.
Randy Couture, you have been on both sides of this. But the one thing as a commentator, you're still in a bit of shock and disbelief, aren't you?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't think anybody would have expected it. The shorter, 5'6" Matt Serra, who's not known to be a striker at all, a jiu-jitsu specialist, comes up with the knockout, basically.
How much of it in your mind was the true mental belief that Matt has always had in himself? And remember, this is a guy, as he said, who burst onto the scene in 2001, was in the lightweight tournament many years ago, didn't get a chance to fight for the title because Jens Pulver and BJ Penn did, but now gets a second chance, going the road to the Ultimate Fighter 4 the comeback, doing it as was scripted when the Ultimate Fighter 4 was first designed.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, the progression has been slow for his stand-up. I mean, that's been the whole and the criticism of him for a long time. He showed power against Caro, as he alluded to, but now you see the diligent work that he's put in this performance here tonight.
Just phenomenal, phenomenal performance. And you know what? When I'm really curious to see what Matt Serra's like in his next fight, this is going to be an amazing confidence booster for him. I mean, could this be the title reign of Matt Serra from here on out?
He's got the total package now. Knockout power and great submissions.
And I'll tell you what I would like to see, a fight between Matt Serra and Matt Hughes, who had some words.
Yeah, I have a feeling we might just see that. Randy, I'm sure you'll be watching UFC 70 real closely because there's some dude, if he gets by Gabriel Gonzaga, you might fight. But thank you again for coming back to Joe and I, giving us some presents, even though you dumped us for the heavyweight title.
I missed you guys.
I know, well, we missed you too. Great job by Randy, the Natural Couture, as always. And a great night for the boys from Long Island because Matt the Terra Serra is